Hey guys, Brandon Fischer with HTS Ag. Going to talk to you today about some TurnPath. So I got my in-command monitor here, and at the top right corner, I got my TurnPath icon right here. If I pull that out, this button here turns your TurnPath on and off. And I have it so that when I go, I'm going to turn one row to the right. But the main thing I'm going to talk about are some of these settings. As you can see here, we got our headland size. And I make 2 passes with a 40-foot planter, so my headland size is 80 feet. Boundary distance, this is how close to the boundary I want to be. Since I have a 40-foot planter, I am going about half the width, so I'm turning 20 feet from the headland or from the end. You can, typically what Ag Leader suggests is go half your width of the planter and then 5 feet. So I should have this at 25, but I've kind of adjusted it so that I want it at 20. Your turn radius is just how far or how sharp you want it to turn. I've been messing with that, and I have gotten it down to 18.8 feet, and that works perfect for mine. And the overshoot here is how far you need to go when you're turning around, how far you need to more or less swing out. So that way, when your planter comes around and you drop it down, it gets it lined up properly and gets it straight. If your planter has a farther back hitch, you might need to increase that overshoot. If you have a 3-point planter and you don't have a long hitch and it just lines up right with your tractor, you can make that overshoot smaller. You also have options for your sequencing on which way it goes. Typically on planting, we do not need sequence mode, but you do have your sequence mode to go, and it walks you through on the different paths that's going to take. And you also have a countdowner. So this way, 100, I have it set right now at 100 feet. Before I get to the end row, the monitor will beep at me and tell me that TurnPath is coming up. You can also change, if you want to go farther passes, if I change the number of passes, I can change the target from 1 to 2 or whichever way. If I want to turn, if I get to a spot and I just want to turn around and I'm not at the end row, I can hit the turn now button and it will turn. And also, if you have multiple different boundaries, like waterways in your field and all that, and you're planting through your waterways, if you more or less have 2 kind of boundaries, you can hit cycle and it will switch from the closest boundary to the next boundary and all the way up. This is a handy little feature that makes it very simple, allows you to monitor your planter, takes lots of stress and fatigue out of operating. That way you can monitor your planter and make sure everything else is working properly.